And I didn't think it was important, it was proper for me to bring in his brother into this argument. But the reason why I'm talking about this, it is because I want to broaden your understanding to see that sometimes when we don't respond, it's not because we have nothing to say. We just don't want to put our eyes off the ball. We want to focus on the assignment. Our issues are doctrinal. Our battle is doctrinal. I would wish to God that they would remain doctrinal. Right now, I've got a question, and this question is a very important question, and I'm going to say it. Muvunzo wangu inini ndewe kuti, maybe before I say this question, I want you to know that I was attacked twice by Makandiwa-sponsored hooligans. In Bindura, if you go to Bindura police station right now, there is a record if they put it down. The police who were attending our crusade had to restrain this guy called Pastor Savano and the hooligans that he brought to our evangelism site. Yes. Because we were preaching and we said Makandiwa is a false prophet. And when he asked me, why do you say Makandiwa is a false prophet? I talked to Pastor Savano and I said, he's a false prophet. Do you want us to sit down and open scriptures for me to prove to you that there's nothing of God in Makandiwa? He started to shout and he wanted to push around the people. And those that were there could not have it. The police then stepped in and said, this is a hired venue. This is a Jesus Revelation Ministries crusade. You are not allowed here. If you want to do your own crusade and say Chiwenga is a false preacher, do it on your own platform. You should go. That's why they went. And when that happened, he threatened me. It was on a Saturday. Yes. He said, I'm going to drown you. On Thursday, the next week, my car was bent. They poured oil all over the car, and they lit the matches, and the car bent. And unfortunately, it was not all bent up. Some components of the car were bent. And this report is there at Glenora Police Station. Now, that was after I was poisoned. Remember, in 2016, yes. People put poison in my drink, and I was right to the emergency room, and I developed a medical problem with my bowel system because of that poison. When we did a crusade and outreach program in Marondera, what is the name of that Marondera pastor? Pastor? Kai Simon. No, Simon was the hooligan. They hired a ZANU-PF thug who is known as Simon. Everybody in Marondera knows about him. The Marondera pastor for Makandiwa was there during the outreach service. The moment he left, the hooligans came, they beat us up, they stole my cell phone. When we sent people to the police station was about 500 meters away from where we were doing the service. They took 20 minutes to come. And we suspected that the police were hinted, do not come on time, let us beat these people up. We didn't beat them up back, we didn't retaliate, we didn't stand to defend ourselves. Those days, we just had a feeling that let's not do what they are doing. If they have lost their minds, we can't lose ours at the same level. I said there are two issues, two incidents. It's not two, there are three. This Mutare pastor, his name is Pastor Tembo, he passed away some few months ago. He also hired some hooligans, and Pastor Marangi almost got abducted that day. They came and said, We want to ask Apostle Chiwenga to go to our place. There is a mysterious fire consuming our house. And Pastor Marange said, no, the apostle didn't come to put out mysterious fires. He came to preach the gospel, so he's not going. And they then said, no, we were lying to you. We wanted to abduct him. He was never going to come back. We came to beat you up because he has spoken against our papa. And the vendors at Miku's park in Mutare, most of the people who came with baton sticks, with the noble carries and all different types of weapons, including bottles, empty bottles, they knew them that these are not Makandiwa church members. These are street kids and hooligans who are used by the politicians to just set out violent clashes in political times. But those hooligans were being led by Pastor Tembo. He was there. And his elders and his lady women, they were there making arguments with Evangelist Mafolo and other ladies of our church. We have been attacked 3 times by Makandiwa and his church. They paid hooligans money to attack us. This is somebody who is regarded as a highly anointed man of God. Takapisirwa mota, ndakabirwa foni, tine vanhu vane mavanga izvezvi vakarohwa nevanhu vakabhadharwa naMakandiwa. Makandiwa akabhadhara vanhu mari kuti vandirove nini. Now, the question I have to Makandiwa and those that believe him, are you really doing God a service? Murikuita basa raMwari here nekuda kundiuraya, because intoda kureva nevanhu vavirika zani da kundiuraya, machechi ada kundiuraya futi. Ibasa raMwari here ramurikuita naye ana Makandiwa. But I wanted to ask this question to Makandiwa. Is the life haven still open? Makandiwa established a certain very obnoxious institution called the Life Haven. He called it the Life Haven because he wanted it to appear different from Magaya's safe house. All these necromancers and spiritual fraudsters, they are building accommodation properties, calling them safe house, healing schools, healing centers, safe haven, life haven. And what you need to do in order for you to go there, you pay a subscription fee. Why should you go to the life haven? You have to go there because you want to see the men of God one-on-one. The life haven is a place where you meet with the men of God one-on-one so that he can pray for you to address your problems. My question to Mr. Makandiwa today is the Life Haven still open? Life Haven yakavhurwa here? It's a haven, by the way. Yeah. This is the time for the haven to be open. And the government should be using the safe houses and the life haven to put the COVID-19 patients there because it's an anointed place. It's a place where Makandiwa prays for the sick, for them to get healed. Instead of the government putting people that are flying into the country at boarding facilities like Alan Wilson, Goromonza High School, I mean, zvikoro zvakawanda zviri kuiswa vanhu vari kuquarantine wane government. Yes. Instead of the government to put COVID-19 patients at Wilkins Hotel, they must be taking them to the Life Haven. Because the reason why Makandiwa built the Life Haven, in his own words, you need to meet with the men of God one-on-one so that he may impart upon you his anointing. The sick are getting healed. So many false testimonies were distributed in Makandiwa's church before this COVID-19 situation came up. Yes. People said, I was sick, I went to the Life Haven, I got healed. But right now, the Life Haven is neither being advertised, neither is it open. Maybe it's open, I don't know. Inini ndakagara panapo. toda kuzoti life haven yakavhurwa here. Kana yakavhurwa toda kubhadhira makandiwa mari yevarwere 2 vecovid. Nangu handisi kurwara zvekuda prayer makandiwa plus hapana chaanombondinamatira makandiwa anzwe Mwari. Asi ndiri kuti inini kune vanomutenda, hamufunge here kuti pachinzvimbo chekuti munomhanya muchinomhara mudzimba dzenyu munomuvharira imomo, maigona kutonogara kulife haven kusvikira covid yapera muri muhaven. Muhaven ndo mukadai makavharirwa vanhu vese veUFI vachiti covid muno haipinde. Yakavharwa life haven, safe house yakavharwa. Saka zvandiri kutaura izvi ndo zvandinovengerwa. But ndivenge zvenyu, I am not going to relent. So it's uncultural for people to celebrate the bereavement of another person on the basis of their hatred towards that person. As you do so, you are creating a big crevice in your own life, which one day is going to hurt you so much. Uchasvika pane imwe nguva yekuti uchashaikirwawo. Ini ndikada kuita gain seya ndobva ndasimuka ndoti wachekeresawo, andu wakamhondi ndakachekeresa wachekeresa. Tikada kunyora list revakachekeresa munyika muno, munhu wese anopedzisira achinzi akachekeresa kuti hakuna asati ambofirwa. Panganai anga asingafanire kutaura